Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Allison here. Today we're going to be talking about some moving stuff. So if you haven't noticed by my last video, all these boxes here, yeah, they're taking up all over my room. Every time my boyfriend comes to get me, he takes some. We put him where he lives. It's just crazy. I'm just always packing. I have a lot of stuff. If you don't know me, I'm a hoarder. I hate it, but I love my stuff. Like, I love it. I've been trying to like cut back some, but like it's kind of working, kind of not. So if anybody has any like hoarding tips for people who are like terrible hoarders, should definitely let me know. But today I wanted to talk about my experience with moving, and it's just been crazy. So I wanted to go over some tips and some stuff that I've learned myself. So the first time I moved, it was from my home 2 hours away to here, and it wasn't that bad because I had my parents helping me. So much easier whenever they just put it in their car and they bring it here along with me. But since I've been here, I love being here. Well, I liked the experience of being here, but I'm just ready to go back, and I feel like it's a new chapter in my life. I'm moving back to my hometown. Not gonna say where that is exactly because, you know, privacy reasons, don't want anybody stalking me. All 30 views I got, I am very proud of that, by the way. Just saying, 30 views. Checkmate. But anyway, so yeah, some tips that I have. So right now I'm trying to find a job that's not super easy because I'm not going to be back until next month, but I don't want to like move and then, you know, look for a job because obviously I'm going to need money, but at the same time, like, I need a job. So that's been a little challenge. I applied to this one place. It's an online job. If you're interested in more, I can like talk about it more, but basically it's being an ESL teacher. I want to be a teacher, so I mean, great opportunity for experience. Hello. Something else that this is been so hard is finding any available 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartments. Do it sooner rather than later. Because I'll tell you, it's like I can write down a huge list of apartments in the area that I want to be in, and I call like all of them, and they're like, no, we have a waiting list until November. No, we don't have any available. We could put you on a wait list. No, honey, I don't want to be put on a wait list. I want to be right now. I ain't got time for this. Do they not understand? Like, I'm moving next month. So that's another tip. Like, definitely keep in mind when you're moving. Know where you're going to move, because if not, you're going to be screwed, basically. Yeah, but living here has been a good experience. I've learned the value of having company. It sounds lame, but being lonely is not super fun. So, like, if you don't want to be lonely, make sure where you're moving, you have a good plan on how to meet people and how to not like look back at home and be like, wow, everybody's having so much fun without me. Be able to like find your group. I was able to find a small group, but I mean, it wasn't the same. We didn't have all the same interests, you know what I mean? So just make sure you like look into clubs at the campus or at the place you're going to be at. Look at classes you can take, all kinds of stuff wherever you're going to be moving to. That's so important. But yeah, so that's a great thing to have planned, is who you're going to know. And if you do know somebody, like, totally have them set you up with friends, because that would be great. Whenever I first moved here, I only knew my one roommate. So whenever I was going to move here, I was looking for a place to live, and she was like, hey, we have a place open in our apartment. You should come sign. So I signed, and she was the only one I knew, and I really wish that I could have like connected with my roommates better and like kind of hung out with them more. So that's something I kind of reflect on, because I've been here. Next week, I think it'll be, is going to be 1 year. One whole year that I've been here. So yeah, that's just some important stuff to think about, is who you're going to be friends with, where you're going to live, what kind of job you're going to have. All of those go into consideration. And for me, the part where who I'm going to be friends with is going to be easier because I already know people there. It's my hometown, you know what I mean? It's still huge. Where I live is huge, so it's very kind of easy for me to meet new people. So I'm definitely going to do that. And knowing who you're living with is huge. Like, know who you're going to live with. If you're a partier, you probably want to live with party people. You don't want to live with stuck-up people who are like, don't party. Me, I'm one of those people. I'm one of those stuck-up people. I hate to party. Like, I don't hate it. I just don't like to do it myself. So, like, next to my next-door neighbors, I live in a townhome. So they're all like, boom, boom, boom. My neighbors, they'll have parties on the weekends, and I work. Like, I don't have a weekend, I work. So they'll party, and I'm like, old lady next door needs to sleep. I'm the old lady. Hello. But, yeah, they drive me crazy. So know who you're going to live around, who you're going to live with, if the place you're going is like a party place, if it's, you know, kind of ghetto-ish, kind of stuck up. You want to know where you're going and who you're going to be around and all of that. Also another advice about moving, especially like if you're a college student, is finding the time to study. So like when I moved, I didn't have a car. I still don't have a car. I take the bus. So you really want to have time to study and plan it out so you know when you're going to go to the library, when you can go to the library, when you can study, if you can study in your apartment. Like me, it's really hard for me to study in my apartment. So that's something whenever I moved here, I didn't quite know, and it was just really hard for me to study at first until I figured that out for myself, and I was like, maybe I should like actually study somewhere that's not my bedroom, because, you know, we have these cute little desks. Not for me. I get distracted. I want to play with my stuff. I want to look at stuff. All my stuff is interesting. I have these cool lamps, cool wall decorations. Like, no, I couldn't do it. So go to the library, figure out when you can, how you're going to get there, and all of that. So I'm moving, and again, if you didn't see it, all of my stuff is right there. So yeah, and that's probably going to wrap up this wonderful video. And if you haven't yet, click that like button and subscribe. Probably have something like over here coming up soon. But yeah, and if you're new here, my name's Allison, and I hope you stick around. And just remember, you're a star too.